Hello, come in. Hello, my name is Alex. What's your name, please?
My name is Sindhu.
Sindhu, please sit down. Can I see your identification? Thank you very much. Now, we're going to start with your topic. What have you chosen to talk to me about today?
I'm going to talk about spirits and ghosts.
Spirits and ghosts? Ooh, do you have some notes for me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, over to you, Sindhura. Tell me about ghosts and spirits.
Normally, in this modern and new world, people look for scientific reasons and practical thinking to believe these kind of things. Not many people believe in this kind of superstitious powers, whereas it's true that spirits and ghosts do exist. There's a slight difference between spirits and ghosts. Spirits are
Hang on, you say that it's true they exist?
Yes, they do exist.
So that's your belief?
Yes.
And you're really sure?
Yes.
Okay.
And there's a proof to this that spirits exist. It's an experiment. It's called Siang's experiment, through which spirits can really be called. You can talk to them. Interact with them.
So this is a scientific, empirical experiment that proves there are ghosts and...
Yes.
Okay. Carry on.
There's a slight difference between spirits and ghosts. Spirits are souls of people who are dead. They are not harmful to people, but they cannot accept the fact that they are dead. Spirits are normally souls of people who have died in, like, for example, sudden accidents, heart attacks. They like the place where they have been staying all this while, and they can't accept that they are no more. They can't move on further.
And you say that they can't move on. Where would they be going to?
It's normally said that there's a second place like Earth where spirits go. It's their home. It's actually called light. Spirits are souls which are not able to enter light. They linger between the earth and sky.
So if there were a spirit here, what might have happened to make the spirit be here?
No, spirits are not harmful. They don't mean any harm to anyone.
So I needn't be scared?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But whereas ghosts can be harmful sometimes, because ghosts can be termed as trapped entities. They can carry harm to people. People who come across ghosts can be mentally disturbed, or they can fall into physical illness. It can cause a lot of trouble to people. Yes.
This is shocking stuff. So where is a ghost from? A ghost isn't a person.
No,
then.
it's
so where would a ghost come from?
It's the soul of a deceased person who is no more alive.
So it was a person. So
Yes,
if
it
you've got a
was a
ghost, it
person.
might have been a person,
Yes.
but they were diseased,
Yes.
not killed suddenly.
Yes.
Right.
They are here for some unfinished business.
Right.
They may want to take over human beings to fulfill their revenge or anger, things like this.
So they have some unfinished
Yes.
business to attend to.
And once they finish this business, they'll be able to travel to
the light.
Yes.
Okay. And have you experienced? You must have experienced one or two of
Yes,
these
of
to
course.
be so convicted. Tell me about.
I
your
have one
experience.
of my own cousin brothers. He died in a road accident. One day night when I was watching television, I could hear him calling me from outside the door. But
physically hear him
yes.
shout your name, right?
But till then, even I never believed in ghosts. I thought, what nonsense is all this? There's nothing like that. For a few days, I didn't believe. Then this incident happened a second time to me. It repeated for about 2 weeks.
How do you know? It could have been your other friends or someone
No,
playing
but
a game.
it's my brother's voice. I can recognize his voice, and he's no more alive.
Okay.
So then we called home priests and all, and they are special kind of priests. They did kind of prayers and all, and they poured some water, and from that time things have reduced. But people in our house, almost all of them have experienced things like this.
Well, thank you very much for talking to me about that. So now we're going to go on to the next part, and for this part I will tell you something, and then you have to ask me questions to find out more information and make comments. You need to keep the conversation going, and after 4 minutes I'll end the conversation. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. My friend has left a good job and a nice flat to go and live with his girlfriend in another country. I do hope he's making the right choice.
Where is his girlfriend living?
She's from Spain.
Do you think it's a better country to live?
Well, there are some things that are better and some things that are worse. But
Is his girlfriend in a better position
no,
than
no,
him?
no. She worked in a pub, in a bar.
Oh,
I mean, he met her on holiday and fell head over heels in love with her, you see.
I feel it's a kind of wrong decision he took, because leaving a good position just for a girlfriend, and I don't think it's really right. Even I have had a friend who, but this was a girl who left her job for a boy. He didn't have any job, but still she had to resign her job for him, and now her life is really upside down.
Really? And the
Yes.
same kind of thing. Well, I mean, I think, you know, if he's in love, it could be wonderful. But he was an accountant, a chartered accountant. He had a lovely flat in London. He's given it all up. It's all finished. And it's too late now. My worry is, well, you know, he might not get that job back. He might have really finished his
Yes, of
chances.
course, and life could be good only for maybe a few years or something, but after that she would have to get a better job to support his family.
And he's been used to having money, you see. This is the problem. And he has savings now. But I think in 1 or 2 years, he might have some real problems.
I think he should try going back to his same country. And
Well, I mean, I've spoken to him, but he won't hear it. I mean, he's now in Spain, madly in love.
I think he will have to go across bad times in his life.
I mean, this is my fear, yeah. And in regard to his job, I don't know if he'll be able to get another job, the same as the job
Is he
had.
trying for another job in Spain?
Well, this is what really surprised me. He spent years studying, and then after his studies, you know, he got a really good job. But that's all gone now. I mean, as far as I know, he's been looking for a job in a bar.
Is his girlfriend educated? Are there any job opportunities which she can get?
Well, she's a dancer, but well, I mean,
okay.
a nightclub dancer. So
Do they have any family support from either side?
no, I mean, the family on this side in England are really quite angry, and they're not happy with him at all. But the problem is, also, I don't know if their relationship's going to last. Well, I wonder whether they are actually going to. I don't know. Even if they came back to England, I think they'd have the same problems. But I don't know. What would you do if you were me? Is it worth me talking to him?
I would really try for a very long time to try to tell him that what he has done is wrong.
Yeah.
But if he still doesn't understand, I think I'll give up, because it's their life, and I have my limits. I cannot.
So
go
we might
there.
say he's made his bed, he has to lie in
Yes.
it. But, well, I hope he does all right, but I think we'll see him back in England with a sad face soon.
Hope so.
I hope not. Okay, well, thank you for talking to me about the girlfriend in Spain. So now we're going to talk about something different. And I'd like to start by asking you about dreams and nightmares.
Okay.
So what do you usually dream about?
Dreams are what I feel is dreams are not in our. They're not in our control. Dreams normally whatever you have been thinking for the whole day comes in your dreams, and dreams are sometimes what you long for. They are pleasant.
What was the last dream you had that you can remember?
Dreams, I really don't remember much, but the last dream I had was, it was not a dream actually, it was a nightmare.
Really? Right. and
Yes,
what
that I
happened?
had failed my exams, because
Okay.
my exams are really around the corner, and I hope it doesn't come true.
How might dreams like that be interpreted? I mean, are they just the future, or how might you interpret
No,
that
I
kind
don't
of
think
dream?
it's in any way related to the future or the past. Nightmares and dreams are just thoughts which just come and go. They cannot in any way affect your life.
You said you don't often remember your dreams,
Yes.
so what might be done to help you remember dreams?
It's not that I don't remember. I'm not very interested in those. But there are a few which I remember. I remember mostly nightmares because they are frightening and they disturb me. Dreams, I don't remember much.
I used to dream a lot that I was falling, just falling. And what do you think a dream like that might have meant? Some people would say it had a meaning.
I really don't believe in dreams having any meaning. But even I used to have kind of dreams that I was falling off the bed, and I really used to fall off the bed sometimes.
Okay, so that was a memory, not a
Yes.
dream. But and what could you say to a friend repeatedly having the same nightmare? If it came back, and they were hoping they could stop having it, what could you say to them?
I really don't know.
But I don't know. I mean, I had a friend, for example, kept having a dream about spiders. She thought that there were spiders under the bed. I mean, I said she should sleep on the floor.
Is she scared of spiders?
Yeah.
Maybe repeated thinking of spiders would have led to dreams like that.
And what would you say to someone, for example, a member of your family who had a dream and you thought it wasn't really true, but then they had it interpreted and they really started worrying about it and they believed what it was interpreted to be and it was damaging their life? What would you do?
I don't think I would be able to do anything because, as I already told, dreams are not in our control.
But if your friend, maybe your best friend, if she had a dream of falling and it had been interpreted to mean she was going to have very bad luck, so she was really worried, what would you say to her?
This can sometimes be connected to astrology also, because people say sometimes dreams can reflect your future, but I don't think it's true.
So what would you say to her?
I would just tell her not to be bothered about it much because it can really disturb her and something really may happen.
You can make it happen
Yes,
because you're thinking
yes.
about it. Well, thank you for talking to me about dreams and nightmares. I'd like to talk about something different and ask you about habits and obsessions. What are the habits and obsessions you witness here and around India?
I mean, people in India. People in India, one of the common habits I have seen in Indian women are normally in the evenings once they have finished all their housework, they all the housewives gather together, sit and have discussions.
Have a good chat.
Yes,
good
that's one of
gossip.
the very common habits I have seen in Indians.
Okay, and would you say that's a good habit?
It could be a good time pass for some time, but I really don't support it as a good habit.
Okay, well, my friend has a habit, and he says, in fact, it's not my friend, it's my father. He says he just can't stop smoking. How do you think he might be helped?
You must first make him aware that smoking can cause a lot of damage to his health. Maybe that would help him reduce. But people who are really very addicted to smoking, I don't think they can be helped because how long does your father have this habit for?
He has been smoking for 30, 40 years.
Even my father is a chain smoker. I have tried a lot to reduce this, but I don't think it has any...
I mean, I think they have always regretted smoking in the way they do. But I often ask myself, how can I help? I'm not quite sure.
But though they regret, I don't think it can be helped because habits are things which cannot be changed very easily. It needs to take a lot of time, and some people, they really cannot do it.
There's another habit which is, drinking. A lot of people drink where I come from, and in Britain a lot of cities are banning drinking in public places because it's becoming a big problem. What's your opinion of drinking in public places?
I think drinking in public places can be a nuisance to people around. Drinking privately may help them. But it still affects their health, whether it's public or private.
Same as smoking. But okay, do you have any questions for me?
Do you have any habits?
Only good ones. I hope I don't have any bad ones, but we have finished. Thank you very much. It was lovely to meet you. Thank you. Goodbye.